Hi everyone, welcome back to Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with my rant stroke thought of the day. And oh my word, the Baron of Bacon looks like he could be making a return internationally as well. Not done with terrorising the UK game for decades. Steve Bruce could possibly find himself on the international stage if the stories are to believe that he is interested in the South Korea job. Now, if you don't know already, South Korea sacked Jurgen Klinsmann, former Germany great and Spurs striker, due to a failure in leadership. And apparently, they were a bit upset because Jurgen Klinsmann was seen smiling through bad results. That rings a bell. I wonder who else does that quite regularly. So Steve Bruce sounds like he could be lined up to replace Jurgen Klinsmann's the South Korean job, a job that he seems very interested in. I'm not surprised, Steve, because everybody's worked you out in the UK, mate. So no fucker is giving you a job, clearly, and that is why you are on your way overseas. So yes, he is one of the names in the frame for the job, which is quite astoundingly hilarious, to be honest with you, because never has a man not been destined for international management more than the Mike Bassett figure that is Steve Bruce. I mean, he managed to upset the entire population of the UK really with his rhetoric and the way he spoke to the press and fans. Could you imagine what he could do on the global stage? I mean, Jesus Christ, if the South Koreans think that Kim Jong-un is someone to worry about, they ain't seen nothing yet with Steve Bruce, the way he's going to bolt into town and fucking cause bother. But yeah, it is quite comical in a way as a Newcastle fan to think about how disastrous this bloke could be. Again, going back to the reasons that the sack Klinsmann of a lack of leadership, and then appoint Steve Bruce, which would be really, really humorous. I hope for South Korea's sake that it is just paper talk, because if you do appoint this guy, you're in for a world of hurt. You really, really are. He'll probably open his press conference with, "How's the kimchi, did you say?" Like you did with the bacon at Newcastle United. Or possibly because he's so dense, he'll look at the squad list and see loads of Kims that he'll probably start trying to call up, every Kim that he can think of, Kim Kardashian, she could really hold the ball up well with that arse of hers up front, so I think she could do a bit of a job. Kim Marsh is quite quick on the wing, Kim Bassinger can add something to the middle of the park. That's the kind of shit that this knacker will come out with, because he's so fucking dumb. He probably thinks he could call BTS up, in terms of the dance moves that they do. He probably thinks they could do a job in the number 10 role or something as well, but the thought of him being the South Korean manager is fucking hilarious, to be honest with you. Like I say, I hope for South Korean football's sake that it is just paper talk. I mean, Son might just retire straight away if Steve Bruce is given the job. He might just say, "Do you know what, fuck it, I've done me lot, I'm not playing for this prick, see you later, I've seen him in the Premier League, he is a joke, goodbye," and off he'll fuck. But he's a great family man after all, is Steve Bruce, so you just never know. He might be able to charm himself into that job. It's not the only job that he's linked to, apparently, as well, which again made me really chuckle. So apparently several Saudi Arabian teams are aware of Steve Bruce's availability and may very well look at him. Look at him for what? To open a kebab shop? Because he loves a kebab, does old Brucey. I'm not really sure the Saudi Arabians, certainly the PIF, surely above everybody else should know what a disaster this bloke is as a football manager after picking up the complete clusterfuck job that he did at Newcastle United when Eddie Howe came in and did the job there. I'm sure he's fed that back to Amanda and Murdad, who have then in turn fed that back to the PIF. But God, you never know. The Saudi Arabian League is generally the place where people who are done in European football tend to go for a little bit of a retirement job, whether that be players or managers. I mean, Steven Gerrard is still managing over there. I don't think he's won a game for fucking the entire year, is he, by the sound of it? So, Steve Bruce might be at home there. He might get a couple of shit draws by playing 5 at the back and 3 left backs, and they might think he's a revolutionary manager. But one thing is for sure, the Baron of Bacon definitely fancies another go in the game, and God help whoever gives that tit a job. But that's my quick thought on that, guys. If you enjoy what you like, smash subscribe, like the video. We'll be back with some more of these thoughts and rants, and the previews coming as well for Arsenal, and then the post-match analysis, which I just hope I'm not crying when I do. But keep it evermore, guys. Subscribe, like. If you want to be a member, there's an option down there too. Have a cracking day wherever you are, and good luck in your job hunt, Steve. Well, See you later. Cheers.